Hello everyone and welcome back to the monthly economic update for the month of June. We've had quite a lot of developments in the last quarter. I think a key focus has been on the movement of the Rupee, which has seen a bit of pressure in particular at the start of the year, now which is hovering around 200 rupees per US dollar. The pressure I think has really come from concerns on debt refinancing, which the government has been able to ease some concerns with swap lines that they're hoping to secure from Bangladesh, from the Reserve Bank of India, and a swap line which was secured from the People's Bank of China as well, and a few more funding lines that'll come up, as well as the expectation for improvement in the overall reserves position from the inflow from the IMF as a result of their global decision to increase the reserve assets allocation that the IMF has as well. So these items should come to improve the rupee position as well. However, on the trade side as well, we've really seen imports also picking up in the months of March and April as well. One of the key factors has been the movement in the price of oil as well, which is now come back to even more than what it was pre-pandemic. And there in particular, there is a lot of concern whether oil will go up much further. Driven by demand conditions, with a lot of economies very much open, some of the key markets, as well as the vaccination drive that has taken place globally as well. The second factor has really been on the oil supply side, with OPEC plus the other producers looking to curb supply and trying to maintain these at this price level. So it'll be interesting to see how these two factors shift particularly in the second half. And will we really see oil stabilizing at current levels, or if some of these factors continue in this direction, then oil might edge much higher. But if, for example, oil supply becomes much more, then the market will naturally see a decline in the price of oil as well. Shifting gears to the economic growth, I think we're really seeing the PMI number, which is the Purchasing Managers Index number, which we've been tracking coming out every month. And both the manufacturing and services have declined as expected with the impact of the third wave. We're still at similar levels that we saw in the second wave as well, but that's something we'll have to keep monitoring now as the economy and certain travel restrictions have been lifted compared to a few weeks and months ago as well. Globally, as I mentioned, a lot of more positive news coming out, a lot more high expectation for GDP growth, which is positive for some of Sri Lanka's key export markets like the European Union and the US. And it really will be interesting to see in the second half of this year, as the vaccination drive continues, how this will evolve, whether new variants will put a dampener on this, and what that will really mean for Sri Lanka's economy. So thank you for listening, and stay tuned for similar updates like this for Economy.lk.